also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms. You can find us on the internet at wolffarms.net. I want to welcome new and returning viewers. Thanks for joining us today. I just want to mention we have a scent of the month every month, and you get 25% off of that our scent of the month fragrance, which is for the month of July, green apple. So swing on by, check that out. Got soaps, lotions, bath salts, lip balms. Plus we have other sale items as well, so I'm sure you'll find something you'll enjoy. Wow, you got a big list there.
Mm-hmm. I had to fold the sheet just so I could see.
Yeah.
We had Weasley just here, but he was
spazzing. Yeah. I was trying to entertain him with my favorite chicken here, but he's off and roaming. So the clatter in the background is him tearing into stuff. So he's getting big, believe us. That if he swings by, I'll grab him and give him a podcast welcome.
So this week's segments include Farm Happenings, Farmer's Almanac, In the Coop, Squeal Like a Pig, and Roundup.
All right. So
it's a lot of squeal like a pigs.
Yeah. So, Farm Happenings.
Farm Happenings.
Yeah. So, someone had a birthday.
I don't know who. 23 again.
Yeah. We just keep repeating that one. It was so fun the first time around. We're just going to stay there, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. You're 23, I'm 25. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's because our memory has stopped remembering things, and so we just kind of freeze time right there. And that's the way to do it.
Yep.
Stay young forever.
So I share a birthday with my grandma, so I spent the day before our birthday with her and had a good time with her, and she's in a convalescent home, so she was telling everybody it was her birthday, and so that was cool. And then on the birthday, we went down to Venice Beach, and one of the reasons is I knew it was going to be overcast, so it wasn't going to be like swimsuit in the surf beach day. So one of Jimmy's games is based in around Venice Beach, and so wanted him to see what it looks like in real life. Plus, they show Venice Beach on tons of movies, and
So if there's any gamers out there, and you know Grand Theft Auto, that's the one where you can drive through Venice and Santa Monica, and so we went down and kind of walked and strolled past all the shops, and we're checking things out there, and he's like, oh, I remember that. So when we got home, he fired up the game. He's like, look, so he's driving around showing. It's like, oh, it's so real, because everything, even the bathrooms were in the right spot, and all of that stuff. So he was pretty excited to correspond the stuff that's in his game with what's really out there. So,
yeah.
But one of the interesting things while we were down there is it's changed over the years since from what you remember it. So.
I hung out down there. Yeah.
And so there's like 3 types of stores that are pretty prevalent down there. You can buy T-shirts. They have T-shirts galore, but every store has the same T-shirt. So. So it's like T-shirt shop, and then the next store that you can go there is the medical marijuana doctor shop. So you can go in and spend $40 to get a medical marijuana card, and then the next store down from that is the bong shop, where you can buy yourself marijuana paraphernalia. Yeah. And so it goes T-shirt shop, doctor, bong shop, T-shirt shop.
No, food. You gotta get the food.
Oh yeah, there is junk. There is a lot of food. The munchie shop, and so that just kind of repeats along the way. Back in the day, it was a lot more diverse in terms of the different types of shops, and it was a little less organic. But anyway, we had a good time though. It was fun. So we had...
it's the ultimate people-watching spot.
Yeah, there are some characters. There's actually more characters back in the day. It seemed like the variety. Of course, we were there during the week. I think on the weekends, It probably gets a little more crowded and
Risque.
wild. But they have some street performers there, and then they have people, artisans and stuff like that along the. They have little segmented off places along the walkway where I guess you could lease the spot for the day or whatever. So they had artisans along the way and whatnot. So we had a good time, walking up there. And it's been a long time since I've been down there, and Don's been down there. We've never been down there together, if that gives you an idea of how long it's been since either of us have been down there. So, but Jimmy had a chance to go check that out, and we got a good lunch too.
Yummy Panera.
Of course. And went cruised by Santa Monica Boulevard and headed home. We basically had a full day.
Oh, we went shopping beforehand too.
Shoe shopping. Oh yeah, you had to have your feet scanned.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, where you walk across the mat and it tells you your pressure points and all the fun stuff that we do on a birthday.
So yeah, that was a busy day.
Yeah, you had a good time.
You were looking at me weird, so I thought
it's that odd case where
did I not?
do I have something on my face?
Yeah.
And then she's already maybe I got something on my face. You kind of play off each other when really nothing's wrong. Yeah. Only you guys know for sure.
Yeah, if you're watching on a big screen. Huh?
Yeah. So, and then this last week, I took Jimmy down to my work. He's going to be volunteering there over the summer, at least 1 or 2 days a week, depending on his schedule and his desire. And so, Jimmy works for food, so I had to promise him a good lunch, and so he woke up at the same time I do, which is the wee hours of the morning. To get down to work at my normal start time. So I actually get up at 3:30. I let him sleep until 3:45. But we got ready and headed in for work. Got down there. First stop, Starbucks. Got to get him at Starbucks. And so he was there, and got him kind of into one of the sections under me to kind of start doing his thing, helping out, because we got a lot of projects coming on during the summer here, and so he's extra set of hands is good. He actually was pretty excited about the stuff he was doing. Plus, lunchtime rolls around, and he got himself a good hamburger. I found a place to get him a good burger. So now, when we were coming back, he's like, "Oh, when do I get to go back down?" And I said, "Okay." So the food was good because he's wanting to come back. But I think he was excited to work on stuff and kind of see in a business world, kind of computing. It's not all fun and games, but you can have fun with it, because the guys that work for me, they have a lot of fun. So, but so now we're talking about when to bring him back down. How many days a week he wants to go and which days he wants to go. So.
Well, and it's good he can keep up the every other Friday when school starts. So. Yeah,
he can come down, and Fridays more kind of relaxed, casual. I get more work done just because it's quieter on Fridays. I'm not in meetings after meetings and whatnot, so I actually get a lot of work done. So he comes in, I can send him off to work with one of my teams doing whatever I need him to do. Because I actually had more work for him than he had time to do, which is good. I'd rather keep him busy than bored watching Netflix or whatever. So no, he had a good time. He was ready to come back down. So
he was pooped.
Yeah, it was a long day. He's not used to getting up that early and going. He went till 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a full day. But no, it was good. He's because he can use that as like a reference when he goes for a job, but he's doing IT work and he'll get used to doing stuff like that. So start him at the bottom, let him figure it out and learn from there.
Yeah, that, and we've been really making him drive. And I say that word making, because he still really has no desire. It's like, it's time, you're 18, you need to. So it's an everyday.
Yep. See, when Don and I were young, the day that we could both
15 and a half, we were getting the permit, man. I mean, you knew the day you turned 15 and a half.
I took the day off from school to go do my driver's test. So, and then you did the same thing, right? So we both got we were like 16, the day of, happy birthday, we're going to get our driver's license.
I'm going to go cruising on the boulevard.
Jimmy's like, I don't want to, you guys are going to make me go to the store for you. So no, he's doing well. He'd prefer me to take him out driving than Don. I don't know why, but yeah.
But
So
I'm the one that's doing it. Although we're doing the front yard driving right now. Now we got an acre. That sounds kind of in your front yard.
We got a circular driveway, and he can kind of go around and
learning the forward and backwards and around a bend and parking and.
Oh, even when he was younger, we had him in the truck driving around the back half of the property, which you could actually, there's roads back there you can go back and forth and gets used to driving and steering. And I've taken him out east of us. There's like nothing. It's open. A house here, a house there, but it's like square miles of just openness where they got farming and stuff. So there's nothing out there. So I've taken him out there before to kind of get used to driving, but he's not a natural. Well, I consider myself a natural, and I think you were too. You get in the car and it just, you don't have to say much.
He analyzes it. What's the physical concept of doing this? And it's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, put on your gamer Grand Theft Auto. Just drive. So he's got some work ahead of him to get kind of used to it. But so he's all set up. He's got insurance, got his permit. We just got to get him out there and get him in the car and get the experience so that we can get him his actual driver's license. So
yeah, it'll be a good 6 months or more.
He's not in a hurry, so it's going to be us kind of
taking him to school.
Yeah.
Dumping him off.
Chauffeur service. People pay extra for that.
So, is that about it?
I think that's about it.
I'm sure there's other things that happened this week, but
yeah, it was a busy week.
Yeah,
it was right on by.
Yep. So, Farmer's Almanac. On one of our most recent episodes, we talked about a pair of socks you had started for James. How do you calculate how many skeins or yardage of yarn you need to make a pair of socks for him, and how tall do you make his socks? And this was from Stripey Socks Girl Jordan. Well, I generally I've never really paid much attention to this yardage. It's
usually
about
just use
437, one skein. And yeah, it's always been only one skein. Mm-hmm. And then I usually go his foot length, where the cuff will fold over. That's generally how I always do. That's how I do mine, where they're even when they're folded. But he likes a longer cuff, so now I go
a little bit longer.
I go the toe to that, and then from past that, I do 3 inches of ribbing.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty consistent with your stitch. So when you first started doing socks, you stitched around and then you tried it on my foot to see if it fit. And so you actually kind of gauged based on that. So now every time you do me a pair of socks, you already know it's going to fit.
Yeah, he's a 72-inch.
Or 72 stitch.
Yeah,
72 inch. I got a wide foot.
That's where Jimmy gets it from.
I can fit my foot in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
So
72 stitches around, yeah.
So I don't think you've ever had any problems getting a pair, except for my birthday ones, or the Father's Day ones that you came up a little short.
And I must have gone more.
Yeah,
I think I did. I went longer because I wasn't paying attention to how far I was going.
You were basing it on stripe pattern, right?
I was doing stripe.
You're trying to get to that one word. I got to get to that last repeat, and then you're
so that was completely my fault. It was not the dyer's fault because that's one of my favorite dyers.
Yeah.
So
now you just kind of, and now you're still waiting to get.
I got it.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Mm-hmm. I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't. You're keeping secrets from me.
Yeah.
Sock secrets.
Sock secrets.
So, yeah, but I like mine a little longer. I know yours are always, you fold them in half, and that's how you do it. So.
But you generally like the ribbing.
Yeah, I like it. I like
about
a little
3 inches.
Yeah, I like the cuff to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Hold on to my 72-inch legs.
So, yep, size 1 needles and
Comfy.
Fish lips, kiss heels.
Well, you kind of mix it up, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
you like that. You kind of got your standard. And
Yeah. That's what you get.
still waiting for you to knit me some black socks. So. Not gonna happen. So you need to knit me white socks so you can see the yarn, and then just dye them black. Huh?
True. I could do that, yeah. But still, white, ew. And then Jimmy doesn't want, he has sock issues.
Yeah.
He only does alpaca, so. And not knitted alpaca. They look like dead animals. So, in the coop.
In the coop.
In the
go
coops.
on into
And
the
since
coop.
I'm talking about the socks, and this is my Just Keep Knitting bag. Bay Area knit. I just love this little bag. And this is another pair of socks, and I only knit on these on when we went to the beach.
Yeah, say, I know
And only one way because I slept on the way back.
Yeah.
It's fishnets. So no, it's not. That's your other socks. It is Knit Picks something. Knit Picks Felici Firefighter colorway.
You don't have all this memorized?
No. Because I was thinking of the other socks. So this one, and there are 2 balls. So this one, I did just 1 stripe on. And then, because I felt sad for it, that it wasn't getting any love. And then this one, I did quite a bit. So, yeah. Just
Cool.
a little bit.
Moving right along.
Yeah. And they're not going to match, even though that was the intention of starting them at the exact same time with the same exact color, but
Apparently that didn't work out.
I know.
So much for plans.
yeah. So then I have my Miss Winkle in my Stitched by Sasha bag. Cute little froggies. This whole frog thing going on over here, huh? And this is Miss Winkle by Martina Bim. Totally just butchered her name. Martina Bim. There we go. And I got 8 loops done on this. This is done with size 4 or 3? 3. Size 3 US. This is Socks That Rock 100% Superwash Merino Lightweight in the Whoville colorway.
Now, is this the one that you're having issues with the pattern?
Not with the pattern.
Not the
with
pattern,
my knitting.
with your, yeah.
I've been plucked big time this week with this. So, there's 8 loops that I did, although they're not going to show that way because they're flopping that away. So 8 of the little loopies. This is what I'm talking about, the loops that, so here's my little dicky-do way down here, so, and that's going to be less loops because now it's getting wider. But yeah, for some reason it happened twice this week.
At least twice.
When I was over on this area, all of a sudden I started getting stockinette stitch. Because each row you turn and you knit. This is all knitting, just straight knitting. And I have no idea what I did, but I had to sit and drop down like 40, 30, 40 stitches, drop them all the way down and pick them up the correct way. And
At least you know how to do that.
yeah, because I have no idea how I even did that when this is just knitting. Unless there's one stitch over here that you purl one and then you knit.
So you must
I
get
must
it twisted
have just
or something.
purled, or I lay it down to let Dundee or rescue the cat from being ornery, and I put it down and I pick it up the wrong way or something. But still, it still should be knitting.
You would think.
I have no idea why I did.
Knitting
but I
mystery.
did it like 2 different times. So,
Yeah, it happened more than once. So
yeah. And I'm like,
you still
you
don't know
gotta
how.
be kidding me.
You don't know how you did.
I still don't know how I
so.
did it. So, yeah, that's coming along. And it's nice and scrunchy. I love this yarn.
Awesome.
But yeah, that took forever, just correcting the boo-boos. And then I dug out my featherweight again. Because I seem to be concentrating like on 2 projects a week. So it's like, even though I have yarn wound up ready to go for other ones and I'm wanting to knit other ones, it's like, especially the featherweight, I'm wanting the sweater. But I'm also changing it because, I'm lengthening it because you're supposed to do 8 inches from the armpit for the length. And I'm like, seriously? That's like my last rib. I would have like 4 or 5 inches to my hip. Exactly.
Well, I'm sure
and I'm like,
it's a fashion thing that
dorky.
you don't agree with.
So this is the featherweight cardigan by Hannah Fettig, and I know Brianna just finished one not too long ago, and I know she lengthened it too. So she thought it was kind of goofy too. So
whatever works. That's the good thing about.
See, the thing is on this chick that is no 8 inches.
Maybe she's a.
Well, maybe it is because her shirt's hanging way lower. That would drive me bananas. So anyways, I am lengthening it big time, at least 5 inches.
Yeah.
And every time I measure, I'll think, oh yes, I have to be at least to 12 inches now.
The joys of knitting with lace weight.
And I'm glad I do my whole Dicky-Do thing because at least I'm seeing there's something getting knit on this because this is done in lace weight yarn. It's Knit Picks also. Alpaca Cloud, 100% baby alpaca in the mist colorway. I'm still on my first skein of this, and it's like, at least this looks smaller now. But, yeah, there's, 2.5 inches at least. And it's supposedly growing, so.
Yeah, it looks neat. Just going to take you, I knew when you started that it's going to take you a long time to get done.
So I'm not allowing myself, there's so many sweaters I want to cast on too, and the yarn's ready, and
must finish, must finish.
Yeah, I am not. So the knitting still bothers me with that lace. So yeah, it's getting there sometime.
Progress is
happening.
I
thought, I could at least get to where I'm to the arms. No.
Not so much.
But I guess lengthening it 5 to 6 inches, that is quite a bit more than, we'll just say that so I feel better. And that's in my brown dog bag. I love this bag, my Chihuahua bag. And I think that's about it. And I'll probably lengthen the arms on that too. Full sleeves instead of
the 3/4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You distracted me by pointing.
I know.
And I'm like, oh yeah. And so I've been doing, and I'm going into spinning now. So I'm working on my Twisted Fiber Art braid, and that's in the colorway Minstrel. Not minstrel. And it's 100% superwash merino, 4 ounces. So, yep, still spinning on that. And I know the Tour de Fleece is going on right now. And last year, my goal was to do 15 minutes a day. And I have kept that up now for a year to make sure I do 15 minutes a day.
Yep.
I literally put my timer on because otherwise I would not sit there. I would oh no, I got to go do something. But if I make myself sit there for 15 minutes.
Well, you've had stuff on the wheel for pretty much consistently, so
yeah, because it's been this marks a year. I'm not doing any 4 braids or anything because I don't want to just my 15 minutes, that gets my
Just
stuff.
enough.
Yeah. So I thought that was
Okay.
really cool because I thought of that. And I'm like, oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming along.
it's really pretty too. I love how the color shifts. And I got through all the green. Now I'm into the yellow.
Awesome.
So, yay.
I don't have anything in my coops.
No, you've been working on the
Yeah,
Xterra
still
more.
finishing that up. So
I need a drink.
take a drink. Then we can go talk about Squeal like a pig.
Yep, so Squeal like a pig is, let's see, where do I start? Okay, I'll start with my initiatives. This was a Instagram challenge, and Just Be Well Yoga TX, Amanda started this. It was called Knit Sauna, and it's where you did a yoga pose and also showed your knitting, so it kind of corresponded together, and it was cool because I've met a lot of new friends doing this, and I won by posting every day some yarn, and it came this week. It came on my birthday, and it is I knit initiatives. Initiative, thank you. And this is Karen. She's the fiber artist. And this is Tootsie Base sock yarn in the Smarty colorways. Oh, I love
Smarty.
those
Oh,
candies.
yeah. Okay.
And 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 410 yards. Look at this. It
Awesome.
looks so much like the candy. It makes me hungry. I'm going to have to...
That'll make a colorful pair of socks. Huh?
I think it needs to be a shawl, I think. I just love the colors. So yeah, I don't know.
Another future project.
Yeah. So that
Pretty
was
cool.
really cool. So thank you so much. And cute little bag. Keep it all nice and clean.
All right.
And then, and I will have her shop linked so you can go see her other, because she has a lot of gradients and rainbows and pretty colors. So.
Awesome.
So then I got a cool birthday card, which I had to show this just because it's got a sheepy from Bay Area knitter Christine. So that was just so cool. And it was really cool. It's sendoutcards.com. So you can do it all through the internet. It just excited me, and I'm like,
card shopping
card
and
shopping.
sending all from.
Yeah, because sometimes you need a card and you don't want to have to go, drive clear to, 20 minutes to the store or whatever. And I'm like, how cool is this? And look at the cute little sheepy. So, yeah, I was excited about that. I've got to check that website out. And so, thank you. And then, I'm trying to decide if I should do packages or
Packages or patterns?
I'll do packages.
Packages, all right.
So I got this package from Pink Sock. No, it's not. Hot Pink Sock. She's hot. She's hot. Hot Pink Sock, Stephanie. And this is Gecko Yarns.
Yeah.
Get your stitch on. I was
You
seeing.
looking for the colorway or?
It's cherry. Well, this I can actually read. I was trying to read whatever
Oh.
that was, but Cherry Blossom colorway, 100% superwash merino, 400 yards.
In case you need my reading glasses. Huh?
Yeah. Look at. See, that just says Dawn. That's so soft.
Pink and green?
Pink and green. And of
Never
course
go
she
wrong
has
with
the
pink and
matching
green.
pink card.
Awesome.
So that was really cool. So thank you, Stephanie. And then I got a package from Stitched by Sasha. Look at that cute card. Almost looks like she sat there and cut out fabric. I could see her doing that too.
Yeah.
And she sent this cute bag. Look at this.
That's different than.
Isn't that neat?
Mhm.
I think I'm going to use it for a purse, though. Not a knitting. I can use it whatever I want, but I mean, and then look at the inside. Well, first, look, you get the little wooden button to match the little flowers, and then, on the inside, there's a pocket. She knows I love pockets. Pockets, and then the coordinating fabric, and that had to be hard, all this little ruching and stuff, Well,
is that
all this is hard.
is that elastic too in there?
No, it's not.
Or is it just the way?
It's just how she sewed it.
Oh, it must be to tighten up the top then or something.
Isn't that
Cool.
so adorable? And then she had heard me on the podcast mention I was looking and looking and looking for this Essie gel setter. I killed the box because I took it out of here because I needed to use it. So it's the Essie gel setter ultimate shine and top coat, and it's supposed to make it like a gel manicure. So she found it at Target and sent it to me. So that was exciting.
So you get to see the empty box,
Yeah.
which is not a
Which
usual.
the thing is clear, so
Yeah.
anyway, so you wouldn't be able to see it anyways. I snuck it out. So thank you, Sasha. And it's good too, because
Show your nails off.
I whacked this one, and I had to even file it, and you can't even see wear or nothing on it. So it's like, yes.
Good stuff.
Yep, good stuff. So then I went to the post office, and I don't do that too often. We don't do that too often because it's kind of It's fur from us.
It's out of the way, and
Yeah.
we don't think to swing by there.
So this was sent by Bronx Knitter because she had the enough Fuji fight like a girl Fuji colorway from Fishnet, so I can finish James's socks. But she sent a beautiful card, and she sent obviously way more than just the little skein that I needed, the one repeat. So here's the Fuji Fight Like a Girl with a whole bunch of other minis. So I can add these, and these are good size. I can add the big square to my sock yarn blanket. I need to get that out and start working on it again.
Awesome.
My second one. Yes, I'm crazy. Not only that, there's some flying kettle. It's like a whole skein of it. Gorgeous. Which I've never even heard of them. In the Frodo and... Is that Frodo and Son? Or Frodo and Saw? Frodo and Sam. Because I am so up with my... I know Sasha's yelling at me because she watches that a lot. Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
See,
I know that movie.
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
Dawn doesn't.
They're long. I'm not patient. This looks like hand spun. Beautiful hand spun. And then a sock blanket. So this will be perfect, for my blanket. And I want to do a preemie hat. Look, I've never used one of these. So you knit from that.
Wow.
So that'll be cool to play with. Here, you put that back in there.
Yep.
And then, some more mini skeins. Good size one. And there's some more Fuji right there. So I'll have enough to put in my blanket. It looks like that one's like a watermelon-y.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. It's going to be fun. And then she put extras, even though all this was extra. Cute little notepad. Has a magnet on the back. And these totally make me squeak because I've never seen little Post-it notes that are shaped like apples. How cool is that? Those are going to be stuck everywhere. And then this is a finger counter. And she sent 2 of them. So, little finger counters. It goes on your finger and you can tap it.
Just to do
Tap
your
when you're counting rows. Yeah, isn't that neat? I'm like, oh, and see, I was good. I left it in the package. I
didn't start
I
using it.
could have easily slipped this out and you would have never known, but I waited. So it was like, oh, wow.
And of course, she gave you the pink and the green one.
Pink and green, yeah. So that was really cool, Sharon. I was like totally shocked, because I knew she was going to be sending me the Fuji colorway, and it's like, oh my gosh, look at all this.
Yeah, and I guess she had sent it a while back.
Yeah, she sent this, way while, like 2 weeks ago. And I didn't, like June 20th, that's more than 2 weeks ago.
It is, yeah.
I got yelled at by the postmistress. She yells at me every time, though, for some reason.
Yeah, she's not the happiest camper there.
No. Someone pees in her Cheerios all the time.
Don't pee in her Cheerios.
I'm like, wowee, woman. So, thank you so much. That was
Awesome.
woo. So then on my birthday, I got patterns gifted to me. So it was just like, and all the messages on Facebook and Instagram and text messages, and I could just get all excited every time. And so, yep, I'm a big kid. Yes, I am. So I'm going to go through the patterns I was gifted. Oh, that's your leg. I thought it was a cat trying to grab my leg.
No, I'm grabbing your leg.
You're grabbing my leg. Okay, so I'm going to go through. Hopefully I don't get them all messed up. This is the Pebble Beach shawl. And this was from River Breeze, Janice. And the pattern designer is Helen Stewart. Oh, this is so pretty. There's like 3 different sizes you can do too. And I've seen a bunch of these on Instagram. So look how pretty that is. I was considering on doing this initiatives. There we go. I'm just going to butcher that name. I'm going to just keep doing it. Because there's one here done in a variegated. I was thinking, ooh, that might look cool, you know. All together. Although with the name Pebble Beach, you know I'm going to sit and see if I have something beach related.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll be like a
or
seafoam green or a sandy, sand color.
Yep.
Or driftwood. Driftwood would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, it would. Huh? So thank you so much, Janice. It's just gorgeous. And I've heard people even do more than one of these because it's such a fun pattern. So then I got the September Morn, and that's a Thea Coleman pattern, and that was from Sun Daisy 920, which is Angie, and I already have the yarn that you bought me for this for Christmas, and I cannot wait to knit. This is the one I'm really, really wanting to get knit for winter. Because I have a really pretty red yarn in this. So, Angie, thank you so much. I can't wait to... Doesn't that just look...
Comfy.
Oh, squishy and comfy, yeah. But I got to make that really loose, though.
You don't like turtlenecks?
No, I don't want to be... So I'm really excited about... I'm excited about all of these. That's always what happens when you see new patterns or... That's what's bad with them podcasters. You know how they are. They're just so enabling.
Showing you stuff you didn't know was out there and then talking it up so that now you have to get it too.
I'm hearing a knit along coming on.
I know.
So then I was gifted the Cranberry Capelet, and that also is a Thea Coleman pattern. Cranberry Capelet. I'm making sure they're on my list here. Oh, it's number 1. Knit and Love, East Tennessee. See, I knew I would have messed that up. Joe, I know it's from Joe. And this is, I'm trying to find a really pretty picture. It's so pretty. And I love it in this red, especially since it's called cranberry. But I'm thinking if I did it like in a gray, that would go with like so much, and it'll be perfect for here. Because we don't a lot of times get cold enough to wear a jacket too much. Yeah. Especially if you're going in and out of stores, it gets hot. But I thought, ooh, this would be a cool. Plus, It's just so cool. And I know Stitch by Sasha started this pattern. Have you finished it? It's gonna be like, psh, 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 you know. But yeah, I don't think she has. Because I don't remember seeing her project page of it. But it looks really
Ask her how
pretty.
it's going, huh?
Yeah. So, let's see how much fun that pattern is. So, thank you so much, Joe. And then, this is the One Skein Slant from Rain Bear, and the designer is Lisa Dijkstra. And it's a cowl. Worsted weight cowl. And this looks like you could do this. This would be like perfect for gifts. Because you could use hand spun. You know, it just looks like a very versatile little cowl. So, yeah, that looks fun.
Cool.
Looks like it would be a pretty quick one, too. It's neat how it has
I was going to say that little the
slant.
patterning.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Krista. That's really cool. 180 to 200 yards of worsted, you know, so that's a good skein of worsted that you would have in your stash. So, or like you were going to say, hand spun.
Yeah, because your yardage on your hand spun, if it gets thick, is generally in that range.
So that'll be really, they're just all so much fun. So then I got the zinnia. Is that how you would say that?
I would say.
And this is a Hillary Smith callus pattern. And this was from Emilia, a mail card, 1963. And I like this one. This is a fingering weight. And you know how much I love Hillary Smith callus's patterns. Look how pretty that is. You know, and I've already been thinking, ooh, what yarn I want to do this in.
You do that with every pattern,
Yes, I
every
do.
new pattern. So it's like, okay, the name, okay.
And
now
I
what
should
color
really
array?
write this down, what I think, because then I'll go back to it when I really want to knit it and be like, what was
See,
it?
why lock yourself in?
Yeah.
Be creative a couple times over. If you don't write it down, then remember.
So thank you so much, Emilia. And then I got gifted the Adama. Is that how you say that?
That sounds good to me.
And this is a worsted weight cowl by Hillary Smith Callus. Uses 300 yards. So that'll be neat to use a different weight. And I know Sundaisy 920 has knit this one, and I need to ask her if she went up a needle and stuff for the sizing. Because I know on the Appia and Star Shower I have had to.
Oh, yeah. I think that you go up on hers.
Yeah. So this was gifted from Knitting Mama 79 Melanie, but she hadn't sent me just one. She sent me 2 patterns.
Wow.
And she also sent me the Knit Your Love, and that's a Martina Bain pattern, and it's fingering weight, and I have the perfect red for this because it has little bitty, I'm going to show you this close up. Look it's got little bitty hearts. How sweet. Knit Your Love. Wouldn't that be just the perfect, for someone, a friend that you've really just cared about, or just for yourself, knit some love for you, it's just...
No, it's cool how the edging is.
Yeah,
on it.
little
That's
bitty hearts. So
creative.
it's like, how awesome. It'd be cool in pink or, any kind of color. Well, pink, red, because of the love thing. That's just my opinion. If you want to do it in purple or whatever, that's fine. But it's just like, oh, how cool is that? So that was really sweet. So thank you so much, Melanie. But yeah, I do have the perfect red for that.
Yeah. I can imagine you do.
So then I was gifted the Humility and Grace, and this is a Jenna Krupar pattern, and Maddie's mama sent this to me. And you can do it in, like if you have scraps of yarn, I'll show you that one. I'll show you Jenna. So you can do it in, like, if you have, like, the unicorn tails, like from Madeline Tosh or something, or if you just have different colors of scrap colors ways, you could do it. Plus she has it in a solid. So that can be a really versatile, pattern, and all Jenna slow down. Get so excited to start, my
Take a
brain
breath.
goes, brain goes quicker than my mouth. All of her patterns have always been wonderful to knit, so I'm excited to knit that.
Awesome.
DK weight. So you could, if you have skeins left over, like from sweaters you've done, because a lot of the sweaters are DK, you could just mix them all together. And see, I'm thinking that I got that pink and the green. I'm like, ooh, that'd look cool. So, thank you so much, Lori.
Project for all of your leftover.
Yeah.
I hear
The
the gears
gears are
turning.
the gears are turning. I'm like, what else is in there? So the next pattern is the Cape Cod from Gimme Yarn 418 and KB Mac Geek, Erin and Kristen. And this is a Thea Coleman pattern. And I already got a yarn for this one too. It's a really pretty brownish color, which would go perfect with this, the whole Cape Cod thing. 'Cause you know me. So, this is so pretty. Look at the detail on the back of that. And her patterns are phenomenal. Love, love, love them. I'm going to knit them all one day. So that was really exciting. The details on the front has, I think, 2 of those panels. Yeah. See, got to show you that. So that's really, really cool.
Awesome.
So that's another one I just,
See, now you gotta get finished up with all of this
I
stuff.
gotta get this featherweight, you guys, off the needles. Maybe it'll be short sleeve.
Maybe
just-
coming down only 5 inches or whatever it was not.
See, that's why the designer did that, because she's like, I'm knitting with lace weight and I am done. We're gonna go just to the 8 inches and be done with it. See, the same thing with the sleeve. She's
Yeah.
like, forget the long sleeve thing. We're just cutting that puppy right off.
Call it good enough.
Good enough. That's the good enough sweater. So, yeah, don't let me do a lace weight sweater again. Although here, this is going to be so perfect for
Yeah.
that.
That's the
So-
dilemma, right?
So then I just got to think, I'm enjoying it as I'm knitting with it. Nice
right.
yarn flowing through my fingers, and I just get extra time to love on this.
It's the psychology of knitting.
Yes. So thank you so much, Kristen and Erin. And then I was gifted, is this the last one of this? Because I'm running out of my little tabs here. So this is the Sanctuary Shrug. And I already have yarn pulled out for this because it's just going to be so perfect. And this is designed by Melski. And this was gifted to me by Nitty Van Cat, which is Katie. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? Let me get the glare. But I love that little detail of the dip on this little shrug. Yeah, and this will be another perfect thing to throw in my purse, when they freeze you in where there's air conditioning. Here's a better, you can see the little sleeve detail. Perfect little summer, over, see, little sundress
Small
kind
enough
of
to
thing.
take with you, and then when you're freezing in the air conditioned, air
it's
conditioned.
just like, ooh.
I think doctors' offices they'll use is the place.
Anything around here. Well, except for like Walmart. That's hot. You don't need this at Walmart. So thank you so much, Katie. And just thank you so much, you guys, for thinking of me and making my day extra special, and lots of smiles and excitement. And can you tell I'm still? I'm having
birthday
birthday
week.
fumes.
You've been on a cloud 9 the whole
Yep.
time. I know you had sent out thank yous to people from your phone, so you don't know if those went out
I
through
don't
at
know,
Ravelry or
because
not.
when you get it, you get the message that you received a pattern, and I get so excited I start typing back. But when I checked my Ravelry right before we recorded, I don't know if any of you actually got those thank yous.
So you might have to send out second
So
ones.
yeah, because
So if you guys get duplicate thank yous,
yeah,
if you didn't get one until later, then the reason is for whatever reason when
yeah,
you
I thought
ordered
it sent from my phone because you're supposed to be able to reply.
Yeah, you would think it would process all.
But when I checked my Ravelry, my sent messages, it's not showing any of those. So, and that really upsets me because.
Yeah, you always.
Yeah,
your thing is always to make sure you
Thank
say
you.
thank you.
Yes. 'Cause-
Yep.
So,
Show our appreciation.
yep. Because I just get so excited.
So is that it? Are
I
we
think that's
all
about it.
wrapped up then?
I think I'm wrapped up.
So
You're not pointing to anything else?
No, I guess that's me then. So, anyways, thanks for joining us this week for our podcast. I want to remind you that you can get a free Wolf Farm video podcast button with any paid order at Wolf Farms. Just ask for that in the comments section when you're checking out, and we'll be happy to stick one of those in your order as we're shipping it off. So, I think that about does it for this episode.
So until next time.
Let's get cracking. Action it.
Bye, you.
Bye.